where it's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 23.
A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Ravens will take over.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to fire you up. Don't get nervous.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Yo, yo.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
26-yard line.
Carry now. This is Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The 32-yard line.
Forced out to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Now Jackson on first down towards the end zone for Brown. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 7. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Second and 3. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
17 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Chuck Clark.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On play action, they'll throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 19-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Third down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Jackson's pass.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Makes the score Browns 9, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way down to the 35.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. As they run the counter play. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
The touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 24 is the mic.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Past the 20. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson's going to keep it.
Here's a quick throw right side. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
15. Browns 12.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
No clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
20! And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Ravens 29, Browns 12. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Cleveland.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Out of the gun now on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal. They'll look to throw again. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check. Flag, hey, middle.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long.
24 is the mic.
Jackson's going to look to run it. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home.